I wanted to do like a proper introduction to the channel, to the low project. Welcome. So yeah, this is right here is my 2005 Honda Element 4-wheel drive automatic. So yeah, I had the Element for about a year now, and honestly, I could say that it's been amazing to me. It's been checking out all the boxes that I need, cargo space. The 4-wheel drive has been amazing. Like, it's not the best, but you know, for the East Coast when it snows and all that stuff, it does the job, you know, for the most part. For this video, I wanted to do more of like a walkthrough of like what I've done so far, and to be honest, like I haven't really done much at all, for good reason. So like I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it. I wanted to definitely build out a mini camper out of it, but like after this year, I was like, I only went camping like 3 times this year, and you know, I haven't really got a real grasp of like what to build out for the back, you know. But you know, we'll get into that later. But yeah, let's do a bit of a walkthrough. Starting out from the front, I added some fog lights because upon getting the car, I don't know why I thought there was fog lights that's already built in, but there wasn't. So I ended up like buying some cheap ones off of eBay, and definitely do regret them now because they're not that great. Upon inspecting them, you'll notice that there's like humidity that's going inside of it, and you can't get it out, you know. That's that. So I'm gonna end up upgrading those later in the future. So after that, I ended up wanting to get some new tires. So I ended up going with the Falcon Wild Peaks, and they're amazing. Like, I think just having the all-terrain gives the car a better look, but not only that, I think it's super functional as far as like, you know, any regular roads and just like even dirt roads. Like, I think my only regret is that I should have went wider with the tires. I stuck with the stock 215 70 16s. I should have went with the 225s because yeah, I just feel like this wide of a car deserves some wider tires, to be honest with you. With the tires and the wheel itself, what's offered in the 16, like in that range for the Element, there's not many options, unfortunately. So I don't know. I might find something. I could just keep waiting it out. I'm not super pressed because I also like the OEM wheels on these anyway. So I also added in some running boards. I got these off of Amazon for like, I think 160. Easy installation. They fit into like the OEMs, like bolts underneath. So I think eventually I do want to go with the OEM ones. So I wished I kept waiting for these things that I bought and just got and spent a little more on stuff that I'd be more happy with moving forward. So going into the roof racks, I don't know if you guys could tell, it's the custom Rob Deasy sports rack. Product is great, but for me at least, I didn't do the proper research of what I was gonna add to it. Like, I knew I was gonna add a roof box to it, but I didn't realize with these platforms, you should make sure that that roof cargo box is flat underneath. So like, for example, my Yakima cargo box right now, it comes down and then it wedges up, and then it just doesn't sit flush. And I can't mount it onto the sports rack unless I take out a couple bars. So I have to take out like 3 or 4 bars. So now I have those 3, 4 bars that I'm not using just in storage right now. And it sucks because I want to be able to use all of it and utilize it all. And then it just gives the rack a full like look. You know what I mean? Now it just looks a little bit empty. I wish I did more research. I did order a new rack recently, so I'm gonna save that for another video. Just do your proper research before getting it. I haven't seen too many people do any videos on it, so like maybe I'll do another one. Let's get into the interior of the car. So it's not much in here, but I will say the display double dent is definitely one of the better upgrades that I had for the car. Shout out to K1 Auto Customs. Like, he's amazing. Like, the company and what he stands for, like everything he does is just A1. So he ended up installing an auto start in here. Oh, and it started. Pretty awesome. It was so cold out here. So that's like pretty much it. But like other than that, like I also like took out one of the back seats because this is a daily car and sometimes I have to carpool with people. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the Honda Element, for the Loaf at least. And yeah, I don't really know what's next. All I know is that I want to just correct the wrongs that I did with this car, which is like bad buys. And that's not because of the product. It's, well, half and half. the fall guys, bad buy on my end. Yeah, I don't know if I covered enough or anything else or in much detail that you would like. But if you have any questions or anything, like feel free to leave it in the comments and I'll get back to you. But also you could follow me on social, Low Project, and just, we can have a full conversation from there.